Hello, all my beautiful souls, and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I'm doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Taurus for the month of June 2022. How are all my Taurus friends doing out there? Let me know in the comments. I enjoy very much receiving comments, and also helps me connect with your energies as well. As you know, dear Taurus, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do resonate with you, and do remember not to force anything to resonate with you. Whatever resonates, just let it be, and whatever doesn't, just let it go. And I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is a spread that I have for you today, dear Taurus. In the past position, we have the Chariot, clarified by the Five of Swords. In the challenging position, we have the Wheel of Fortune, clarified by the Hanged Man. In the present position, we have the Six of Wands, the Victory card, clarified by the King of Wands. Very good combination. And in the future outcome position, we have the King of Swords. Another really good combination, clarified by the Ace of Swords. So let's start from the beginning. This is a really great spread, but in the beginning we do have the Chariot in the past position, clarified by the Five of Swords. This is a good combination. It tells me that through mastery of your emotions, through mastery of your determination, of your willpower, you were able to navigate a conflict very successfully. You were able to overcome a competitive environment, a conflicting situation, if you will, in a very successful manner. You were able to win, and you were able to kind of get back your ground that you needed. You showed yourself to be assertive. You showed yourself to be in control. Very strategic moves, if you will, because remember that the Chariot represents Julius Caesar coming back from the battle back to Rome, you know. And Julius Caesar a lot of times was victorious because he was able to navigate the battlefield with mastery and expertise. And so much like Julius Caesar, so were you, dear Taurus, were able to apply your skills and your knowledge, and kind of you were able to really focus on your strengths, and you were able to really know your weaknesses. Well, sometimes people tend to minimize their own weaknesses, but in this particular situation, you were able to navigate things really well without minimizing anything, and really calculating well ahead in order to overcome the difficulty that the Five of Swords represents. Now, in the present position, there is a challenge, which is the Wheel of Fortune and the Hanged Man. Both of these are major arcana cards. So the challenge here is to stand still, is to be one with stillness, you know. I always advise people to meditate, because meditating kind of brings calmness to your mind, to your thoughts, and you're able to make decisions from a calm position rather than an emotional or anxiety-based position, if you will. But the Wheel of Fortune, when it appears in the challenging position, definitely tells me that destiny is in your way. The Wheel of Fortune is a big destiny card. And when destiny, you know, steps in your way, there's nothing you can do but wait. And sometimes people tend to worry and create anxiety when they have to kind of wait too long, if you will. And so it's important to just stay committed to the task at hand, and just trust the divine to work things out while you are focusing on doing what you need to do. Sometimes, you know, the Wheel of Fortune comes around when we think we are getting our dream, and it turns out to be a very a difficult dream, meaning that you can get a promotion at work, but when you finally get it, it will be quite difficult. There will be a lot of responsibilities, and so it's whatever you may be getting is not what you were expecting, and so there will be an adjustment period associated with it. But trust the destiny. When the destiny card appears, the best course of action is to step back and allow the destiny to take control. And sometimes it's very difficult to hand over control, but that's what the Hanged Man is all about. It's about giving up control and accepting the situation, and you don't need to do needless sacrifice, because the Hanged Man is also all about sacrifice. But you don't need to sacrifice things, because the divine is blessing you with victories and triumph. So the divine here is saying it may be difficult for you to stay put, but that is what is required at the moment. Don't try to cling to control. Don't try to take things and try and manipulate something. Just allow the destiny to play out for you. Allow the destiny to do what it needs behind the scenes, because you are not aware of all the conversations that are taking place. You're not aware of all the things that are being said and done and what have you. So sometimes, having faith in destiny is ultimately, sooner or later, is a lesson that must be learned, is to have faith, is to have a really good understanding of things that you control and things that you cannot control, because everything is kind of like a moving part of a big machine. And so you must know the area of your influence and try to do something about that. But ultimately, the destiny is the one that writes the way things are going to play out. And so it's important for us to trust in the divine and allow things to play out as they will. And for you, they're going to play out very positively, dear Taurus, because you have the victory card, the Six of Wands. You are leveling up when it comes to your leadership, because the Six of Wands is clarified by the King of Wands, and the King of Wands represents leadership. He is very magnetic. He is very charismatic. He has that natural talent to lead, to connect with people, to passionately, friendly engage with people so that they follow him as well. The King of Wands is quite fearless, and definitely with this combination, you are winning. It's a very winning month for you, June. Do wait until June 3rd, because that is when the astrologists are saying the Mercury will stop being retrograde, and so the communication will flow much easier. So wait until June 3rd to make important communications, because then you will be understood much better, if you will. And so definitely there's triumph in the month of June for you, dear Taurus. You will be recognized. You will receive success. You will receive abundance. But most of all, you will level up when it comes to your leadership skills. And in the future outcome position, we do see the King of Swords sitting on his throne. You definitely have strong logical abilities, strong rationale, strong belief system as well, which is great. And having the King of Swords in the future outcome position tells me you transcended, a certain amount of cynicism that comes sometimes with life, and you were able to kind of instead, hone on your skills and focus on the experience that you've had in the past, and become a leader as well, when it comes to making decisions. The King of Swords has a lot of authority and responsibility, and people look to him to seek advice. So don't be surprised when people come to you for advice, when people come to you for with questions to different problems, if you will. because your reputation is that you have a really good balance between your head and your heart, between your discipline and the structure. You're definitely a master in your field, if you will. It applies professionally as well as personally. Maybe you're a leader of your family. Maybe you're a leader of your group of friends. But you definitely have proven experience, proven knowledge. You have stood the test of time again and again. You were trusted and you were right. And the Ace of Swords is really wonderful because it's another affirmation of victory. It's another signal from the divine that, you are having a breakthrough when it comes to clarity, when it comes to your thought process. Your thoughts are becoming more precise, more sharp, better organized. And as your thoughts become better organized and as you have more control over your thoughts, so does your life level up. Definitely you are experiencing wonderful things in the month of June, so get ready to enjoy. But let's see what we can clarify with the Shaman Dream Oracle card that I pulled earlier today. And we have the Spirit of the River, which is all about letting go and allowing the river to kind of take you where it needs to be. Stop working on the problem for a while, whether it's a personal problem, disagreement in the family perhaps, or it's a professional problem. Just, step aside and remember that the issue is actually not what it seems. It is your addiction to fixing what has gone bad that is consuming so much of your time. Work to create a greater good, and the bad will resolve itself on its own. There's nothing that you can accomplish with more efforting. The situations in your life right now are subjects to forces beyond your control. Recognize this, step back, and trust the universe. There's no loss of face or lack of honor. It is simply the way things are at the moment. And so when this card shows up, it's time to say yes to the next leg of your journey. Your life is like a river, inevitably and inexorably flowing to the sea, which is your divine destination. The sea is a metaphorical way of saying that the source, eventually you will arrive at the source because that's where you came from, and that is where you will return. Right now, the source is watching you try to fix the problem, and the source is saying, just kind of let it be. Be fearless and release yourself to the rushing water in the middle of the stream. Whatever it is you are holding on to, the feelings, the thoughts, the beliefs about how things are or how they should be, can be fixed easily with the power of the Spirit of the River. Simply let go and enjoy, and remember, all will be well. You are taken care of. What belongs to you cannot be taken away from you. What is yours, and no one can claim it as their own. The answer from Angel card deck, I also pulled one of the cards, is abundance. I really like this angel holding a whole bunch of coins and they're all falling down. This is great. It's a really positive reading. The only negative is the two major arcana cards here, feeling lack of progress, feeling a little bit stuck. That's okay. Sometimes that is just a natural way of life. So allow things to flow. Don't create barriers. Just, don't try to do anything outside of what you normally do, right? Just live your life, do what you would normally do, interact the way you would normally interact, go to work if you have work, take care of your family if you have family, study what you need to study if you're going to school. Just allow your life to take just natural flow, and then you will see that in June, without really having to do anything, things will be brought to you. The victory that you will experience, the clarity, the breakthrough, and the leveling up definitely is going to happen, and hopefully you are ready for it. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. Please don't forget to visit me on Instagram, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you.